Hey guys, welcome back. Today I thought that I'd do some more pose drawing, and I'll be using references this time, and I'm taking them from like vintage magazines. I think the poses that are in vintage magazines are really cool sometimes, and I also do like the fashion, so I thought this would be a nice thing to do. I'm very much want to improve my pose drawing skills, and I think this is a great way to do so because, well, references, practice, and it's cute clothing as well, so who can really complain? But yeah, I'll be sure to link the references I'm using in the description box, so y'all can draw along if you would like to. But yeah, I'll just be doing some vintage magazine drawing. Should be fun. But yeah, I want to try and get the proportions correctly. Like, I don't want this to be too cartoony, because I feel like you need to know how to, you need to know the rules before you can break the rules, none. So I think that this should help with my anatomy, hopefully. But yeah. Feet are not my strong suit. Honestly, nothing's really my strong suit, but head on high heels, I don't know, just can't do them. I'm okay with sneakers, like flat shoes, but high heels, gosh, something about them it's very difficult, I feel like, to make them look like they're high heels. But yeah, this reference has the model is walking a dog, but I'm not sure if I want to draw in the dog because I haven't even dove into the world of animals yet, and I want to get humans down. I mean, I guess humans are animals, but I want to get human anatomy down first before really trying to go into different creatures. But yeah, how do you show that these are high-heeled? Does anyone have any tips for that? Because when it's side, obviously you can show the wee little heel, but when it's off to the front, how do you show that the heel is there? But yeah, I like drawing from reference because I don't know, reference drawing is just very important in general, right? To be able to get everything down. Now, she's wearing black gloves in this picture, so it's pretty hard to see what the individual hands or fingers are doing. But hopefully I can try and get something that looks correct. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it's a cute black glove. I mean, like I said, she's holding a leash in this picture, but I don't really want to draw the dog in just because I don't think I'm prepared for that yet. So I might I don't know what to draw this hand doing. That finger looks like way too long. This week has been kind of a busy week for me. I meant to sit down and draw yesterday, but I realized that there were some assignments that I didn't do. They're past due, and I didn't do them because of certain circumstances, and so I thought I didn't have to do them. But it turns out that the teacher posted alternate prompts for people in the same circumstances as I, and I just didn't realize that, so I didn't do them. So I spent the day catching up on those assignments and getting them all in, and hopefully my teacher does not deduct points, because that would be tragic. Is the thumb? Yeah, the thumb is inside. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll refine this now a bit more. Try and get lines that I know I want. Let's look at the head more closely. Her neck is kind of just it goes out a lot. And she's wearing a fun little hat, but the hairline comes down and it's an updo, so her ear is here and there's a little bun, and then there's a hat. Ooh, I don't draw hats nearly as much as I should, because hats are so fun. I personally don't really wear hats because they mess up my hair, and I don't like it when my hair is messed up, but I do think they're fun. They're a fun little accessory. But yeah, she looks kind of like a flight attendant, like this, but we'll see. Later on when I add the color, it'll be, or I don't know if I'll add any color today, actually. I might just try and focus on just the figure and omit the coloring step. But we'll see. They have cute little lapels. I think lapels is a great word. They're also great fashion devices, but the word is also great, I think. Lapels. What's not to like about that word? She got a tiny, tiny waist. I guess downside of drawing from fashion models is that their figure is all pretty similar. But yeah. Her head way too big for her waist. What's this? Oh. Shrink. That's better. Yeah, I mean, her waist I think should be a bit bigger. I'm just gonna take this bit, gonna widen it a wee bit, and then go back, make the tweaks necessary. I mean, I'll be passing over this again, I think, to refine more, so this doesn't need to be perfect, nor should it be, really. I want to follow a Okay, there's like a little pleat here, and then it goes back like that, and then ain't that a strangely shaped skirt? The little seam. It's so cute. Okay, time for these shoes. Do these look like high heels to you? Hopefully. No, these are actually this foot. And then it comes down to like here. And then let's see the heel. Oh wait, actually. It dips because the heel then goes like that. And it manifests at this end. Manifest. And the pump looks a little wee bit like that. Hopefully, when I take down the underlayer, that makes sense. And now we're just doing the arm. And her scrunchy gloves. They have some ripples. And then I don't know how I'm going to not make them look like oven mitts. What do thumbs look like? Does that look like a hand? Not really. I'll do better on the next pass. I feel like a lot of drawing is just redrawing. A lot of the process is defining and redefining. And honestly, that's part of the fun, no? No, I think that these fingers are like, she's like, oh. Like, I'm not really sure what to do here because I really can't see the fingers at all. Because they're black gloves, so they've kind of covered up everything. But something like that should suffice, I think. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. But let's see what this looks like without the underlayer. You know, not bad. I think the shoe should come more like this, actually. But yeah, she's looking... Oh, my laptop turned off. Oh, there we go. She's looking quite alright. I'll put in her face now. Do something simple. And now I'll try and go over this again, just refine it a teensy bit more. I might make the brush a bit bigger because I like thick lines. Why is this not... Okay, there we go. I'm doing my bidding. Oh, maybe that's too thick. Whatever, we'll try with this. And we'll see if it's to our liking. Yeah, I like really thick line art. I'm not really sure why. And I like it with, like, this isn't a smooth stylus, obviously. It's got some texture in it. And I like that as well because it just gives it, I don't know, I'm like used to pencil sketching in my notebooks, you know, like it's got a similar vibe. But her face shape is a little different than what I've drawn. She's got a very slim face. Like, gosh. We'll see if I like that. I might erase it and go in with the more fine brush to clean it up a little bit. But anyways, there's the face. I'll shade in the areas that's supposed to be black, I guess. Just for some shading. Black hat. And then her neck. It's got that fun lapel. Yeah, so continuing on about my day. Today I had to go to math class, and that was quite fun. It was really nice outside today, if a bit windy. So I had a lot of, it was like okay going outside and going to math class. My math class was in person today, so I had to actually get out of bed and attend class. Sometimes if it's a morning class, I'll just kind of take it while I'm still like in my bed because it's just too much effort, you know. Which, like, it's probably bad because I end up falling asleep sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time, but a decent amount of times I'll just end up, like... Or not decent, I guess. It happened once or twice. That I just, like... end up falling asleep in class. However, my bed is very comfortable. I know they say that college beds, like dorm beds, aren't the best. I'm like, I don't have a mattress pad or anything, but personally, I think they're fine. They're like, they suit my needs pretty well. So I really can't complain about them. A lot of kids I know have mattress pads because they think the bed is not, I don't know if they think the bed is too soft or not soft enough or something, but that's not an issue that I've encountered thus far. So yeah, my mother actually kept on asking me earlier this semester whether I needed a mattress pad or not, because a lot of the her friends were sending mattress pads to their kids at school, and I was like, nah, it's all good. So I think they're very comfortable. Yeah, I don't know much about vintage clothing, actually. I only really recently started getting into fashion and like really caring about how I look and stuff, like how I dress and how I present myself. In high school, I didn't really care about all those things, but now I I want to present myself a certain way. And clothing is a big help in that, so don't underestimate the power of fashion. But yeah, I really like a lot of old looks. Oh, I forgot the legs. I really like a lot of old looks. Like I was watching The Queen's Gambit, like when everyone was watching it, and some of Beth's looks were like, they were real nice, the 50s, 60s. Like those dresses. I really like the shape of those dresses. Now, obviously, this dress isn't the same shape, but I still think it's very nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, this is my, this is a vintage inspired, not inspired, I basically just used it as a reference. So she has a necklace that I just totally didn't see. Oh my gosh, I'm a bit of a mess right now. A necklace. But yes, she is very, very pretty. Let me see if I can find another reference just to do real quick. It's been like about 20 minutes, so I'll just try and do something a bit simple. I'll go with this one. It's another dress. I do like dresses very much, and I'm just going to, it's not going to be as detailed as this currently is. Let me just do some sort of like sketchy. She'll be smaller as well, I think. She's more head on. She's got a turtleneck on. What are your feelings about turtlenecks? I think turtlenecks are pretty cute, but I don't wear them like at all, because when I was little, my neck was really ticklish and I just couldn't deal with turtlenecks very well, and I don't know, now I've just kind of grown to avoid them. Like, my neck is no longer so ticklish, I think. Well, I hope. But I still don't wear turtlenecks very much at all. So, yeah. She has flowers on her head. We'll just do a real sketchy little looking headpiece. And then this. How's the weather where you guys are at? It's March now, so it's that time of year where the weather is like real fluctuating, where at least where I'm from, it's almost or like it is spring, but sometimes the weather don't think it's spring. Like yesterday it was 75 degrees, but it's gonna snow again on Tuesday, so it's that time of year where the weather really can't make up its mind very well. So yeah, how's it where you guys live? Do you guys live in a place where there are seasons? Or do y'all live where it's basically the same temp year round? You don't really get all 4 of the seasons. I'm definitely live in a seasonal area where the weather is very dependent on what time of year it is. So I'm interested to know you guys's what am I even saying? You guys's like temperature and your temperature tolerance range too. Like some people are really good in warm weather and some people like can't stand it, and then others are like good with cold, you know? And then some people just have zero temperature tolerance. Like one of my friends, like zero temperature tolerance. He can tolerate temperatures between like 60 and 65 degrees, and that's about it. It's really funny. I get to tease him about that pretty often because like I'll be fine and he'll just be dying because it's too hot or too cold. I think my temperature tolerance is generally like pretty high, but I don't live someplace where it gets really hot. So I'm more okay with the cold than the heat, I think. Although I had a phase when I was little when I just wouldn't wear shorts because I didn't like them. And I wore long pants all the time in the summer, so there's also that. Yeah, it's just a small little sketch. I'll refine this a little bit, but it's been approximately time for me to go. So we'll see. But yeah, I've really been trying to get into drawing bodies more. I don't know, what was you guys's like how do you say, like your journey, your art journey? Like what'd you guys start off drawing? I started off with landscapes, actually, like inanimate still lives. Did a lot of still lives when I was younger. And then yeah, I tried drawing human faces when I was little, and I was just like very not satisfied with how they came out, and then I kind of just quit because I was like, you know what, this ain't working out, and do you know what is working out? These bottles and fruits. So I'll just do that. But I've gotten, definitely it's more interesting to me to draw faces than to draw still lives. So I've gotten more into that. But part of me definitely still enjoys a good still life because it's very satisfying when you can get it to look correct, you know? Like there's something very satisfying about looking at an apple you drew or something and being like, yes, this is this apple I would want to eat. And like I don't say that about many apples, you know? I think apples are kind of gross, actually. Apples are sweet styrofoam. Like, you can't change my mind about that. Many people have tried, but I maintain that apples are basically just sweet styrofoam, and people are fooling themselves when they say apples taste good. Because I like apple juice. Like the flavor of apple it's good. I have nothing against it. But that texture, like you are eating styrofoam, sir. I don't know how else to tell you. Like, I'm sorry you're in denial about it, but you are eating styrofoam. Pardon me if that upsets you, but I'm not changing my opinion on that matter. So, yeah. I actually have apple cider in my fridge right now because apple cider is the best. One of my friends doesn't like apple cider, but he likes apples and he likes apple juice, but he won't drink apple cider. Like, you can tolerate the styrofoam, but you can't tolerate cider? What? But yeah, I mean, I'll eat an apple. It's just not my favorite. What fruits do I like? I like a lot of fruits. I like plums. Plums are super good. I don't like berries. Or like I know scientifically a berry is different than what it's colloquially called. I don't like colloquial berries. Like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I don't like any of those. So yeah, she's a bit less refined than this other one that I drew, but she's okay looking. I like the little shoulder, like the shoulder uppities. Erase too much. I don't use the undo button as much as I probably should. Now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, this is mesh, so actually you can kind of see her arm in the picture like that. But that's about it. Actually, I'll color in the parts that are not, like the dress is a baby blue color, and there's mesh here, and here, and here. Yep. Not her hands. Undo. My ability to function as a human being is kind of low. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there we go. Some vintage, or some drawings that were referenced using vintage magazines. I really like this lady, actually, the first one that I drew. I think she turned out pretty well. And I shall try and do something like this again. But yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this. I didn't really talk about my day. Should I talk a little bit more about what I think in my day and stuff? I'll just kind of doodle in the corners here. Not anything too serious. This is supposed to be a video diary after all. This week, actually, it wasn't the most eventful week, to be honest. I mean, none of my weeks are that eventful, but I'll just draw one of those big eyes that are a classic in the margins of a notebook. I got my exams back. I think I did pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with them. And I don't know, the things that have been happening are not very significant in the grand scheme of things. Tomorrow I'm gonna play cards. I'm gonna have a card night with my friends, and that should be super fun. We had one 2 weeks ago, and then this week was exam week, or this past week was exam week, so we didn't have one last weekend, but we're gonna have another one this weekend, and it's been super fun. We play we played Uno, and we also played Prez, and also Hearts, and yeah, it's like, it's a lot of fun. But I don't know, like, the COVID cases on campus are rising now, so I don't know if gatherings will be allowed. I don't know. I hope that we'll be allowed to play cards in the lounge, but you never know with this kind of things. Circumstances change so quickly. It's very difficult to predict what's going to happen next. But yeah, that are kind of creepy. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, maybe, sorry, I just can't seem to stop. I will color the dress on the first lady that I drew. Let me look back to my reference and see what color it is. Yeah, it's like a yellow color. It's very pretty. This is gonna be under this layer, and then just gonna do a paint brush. Oh, that's a little dark, a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's about the right color. I've had a couple songs stuck in my head lately. One of them being a classical song, and like it's a very famous song, but I don't know what it's called because I'm not well versed in classical music like at all. A lot of my friends played like a violin or piano or something growing up, but I never did that. So my knowledge of classical music is pretty limited. Honestly, my knowledge about music in general is pretty limited. I never really got into music. Like, I know a lot of people are very into it. My brother loves music, but I just can't stand headphones, and then I guess as a consequence of that, I never got into music because I didn't want to disturb everybody. But yeah, headphones bothered me so much. Because I like knowing, like, I like being able to hear everything, you know? Like, something about headphones feels very, limiting. Like, I need to be able to know what's going on at all times, and headphones just, like, you can't hear anything then. So, yeah, I, never really got into music for that reason. But yeah. Well, why don't y'all can comment down your favorite music artists. Maybe I'll check them out and see if there's anything I like. Maybe I'll actually get into music. But yeah, until next time. See ya.